Hey everyone, it's been a couple days since I last uploaded my video. It's getting hard to keep up with them every single day like we were in the beginning, just because we're just doing it all the time. And by the time I get home, or by the time I sit my butt down for dinner I'm just exhausted. But things have been good. I think I said in the last post that we had purchased our first absentee owner list, and we've received one call from it so far. It was a guy out in California who has some homes in the Drake area. So I'm not sure if much is going to come of that. He wants what he paid for it, and the house is in kind of a rougher area. Definitely doesn't have a high ARV, but might utilize an option contract. So we'll see there, but hoping to get, another call, a couple more calls. That would be awesome. And those letters, it was cool because they always send out a proof, and so they look like this, yellow letter. It looks handwritten, though obviously it's not, but yeah, that was cool. That was cool to see, and cool to get a response for the first time. Today at work, I spent pretty much the whole day going through the most recent probates that are up on our newspaper's classifieds section online. So I got about 30 of those and got most of them typed up. So I'm just looking over at my stamps right now to see how many stamps that I have. So going to get all those in an envelope tonight and postmarked out in the mail tomorrow. We were going to see houses this evening because Tuesdays are a good night for us to see houses, but to be honest, I'm exhausted. I am so tired. I don't know, you're in a very vulnerable, I feel like I'm in a very vulnerable position. I'm not used to being the person who didn't have everything planned out and didn't know what was always around the corner. And so now that I'm in this job that I really don't like, and I'm definitely resenting it because I wish I could be doing real estate. That's been hard. But like I said, I do real estate pretty much the entire time I'm at work. So it's good for that reason that I can get by and no one notices that I'm doing that. But you have a full-time, part-time job as well, and then when you put in so many offers and you put in money into marketing and you spend all this time, looking at probates and researching and reading, and it's been a month and a half and you still don't have your first property yet. And that's the way any normal person would think, that you would have it by now, or that you're right there, you're so close to it. But you have to get used to a lot of rejection before you get the first yes. And so it's tiresome, and I can see why people give up after a little while of not getting immediate results. I'm in that. I can feel that. I can feel that part of me tugging and saying, just give up. Go back to or find a job that you really like and excel in it. But I know that might be the easiest route, but that is not what I'm going to do here. So so we're just going to keep going forward. I canceled tonight's showings because I need a day. I feel like it's been just nonstop for several weeks now, 6 weeks or so, and I could just use a night to myself. So, and that's okay. But of course, knowing me, I'll probably still be perusing Zillow and such, but still doing all the same stuff that I always was. Still listening to all my podcasts. I'm reading this fantastic book called, I think it's called The Book on Flipping Houses, and it was written by the guy who created Bigger Pockets, Josh Dorkin, and that's been an excellent book to read so far, so I'm loving that. Podcasts, books, every single day. We're using our realtor site to see houses, Zillow, Craigslist, Realtor.com. I can't believe how many houses I just recognize and know now. Even when I drive by them sometime, I'm like, oh, I know that house. I've seen that house. So, it's progress. It might not feel like it because you don't have an actual house or you don't have your first deal under your belt, but I keep telling myself that it's still progress, and progress is measured in different ways across different periods of your life. So, anyway, I'm getting kind of, I don't know, corny, but yeah, I just want to keep everyone posted. Things are still moving forward as much as they possibly can, and really hoping that first deal, comes sooner than later, but I'm not going to stop in the meantime. So with that, I'll let everyone go. Oh yeah, today is Tuesday, April 4th. Tuesday, April 4th. I didn't do that in the beginning. So that's where we're at, and it's been about a month and a half since I first stumbled into real estate with that first podcast. It's been 1 month since I had my mentor coaching, and I can't believe how much I've learned in the span of a month and a half. So anyway, that'll be all for today, but keep everyone posted in a couple days.